2:22 on the clock as I press the record button. I want to talk about, what worry is, because that's going to be one of the last energetic entanglements that we remove from our roots as we are, separating, as this is the time of the harvest. And so a lot of chosen ones still worry and have anxiety about things that appear in the illusion, because the illusion, especially at this time, the chosen ones are facing some of the greatest challenges of your lives, the challenge of walking through the valley of the shadows, with God as an indwelling spirit, just you and God through the valley of the shadows. And so it feels as if the illusion is closing in on you. And this is because you are right at the threshold of your next, reality. And, the master of this illusion is taking every avenue possible to try to get you to focus on this. Okay, so keep your eyes on that which you are creating. Okay, and it's something that the devil can't see, because this is why God gave you, your internal vision and all of your gifts and your talents that, the devil didn't have to give to his children. Okay, and so you should not be worried at this point on your path. You should be. I'm encouraging you to replace your worries with your faith, because you do have strong faith. And so when you have your anxieties and your worries begin to be triggered, just remember that, and be mindful of, still believing in God despite what, and rebuking what the illusion is saying, because it is an illusion. So acknowledge that, acknowledge what the truth is, and, acknowledge the fact that you are in a war, and the battlefield is the mind. Okay, and it's your thoughts that are being attacked. And so we cannot allow fear, which is devil energy, to mask itself as love, in the form of concern, or like it's love to worry about someone that we love, or like it's not serving them in any way, but it does serve the devil energy, when you would allow yourself to express the emotion. Okay, because it's a low vibration. Okay, and so what we want to do is flip that and stop worrying about things and replace that worrying with, again, the faith. The faith is built from your journey thus far. If you look back over it and acknowledge that God has been with you the entire time, no matter how hard the challenges have been, you have to remember that you came into this reality to be challenged. And so we can't resent the challenges so much that we forget that that's what we came here for, and that we are more than overcomers. We can, you know what I'm saying? We can take that. We can overcome whatever challenges that we face. Your God already knew this, and this is why you were the one that was chosen to, to take these challenges upon yourself. I'm talking to the chosen ones, the generational curse breakers of your bloodlines. And so, the worries, again, often mask themselves as love and concern, when it's not a form of love or of concern. It is a form of fear. That is devil energy. And, fear is not of God. And so we need to release anything that we worry about to God. Anything that you feel like is overwhelming to you, or bigger than you and too big for you to handle, then these are the things we need to be handing over to God and trusting God with. And this is what we need to be having faith in. Okay, and God for. And so again, the faith is what has been built through the relationship that you have had with God thus far. Okay, what will keep you from seeing that God has been with you the whole time is resentment about, the challenges that you have been faced with. So I don't think that any of the chosen ones that I'm speaking with would be, holding anything like that. I think that these are people who have actually been doing the work and, have healed, for the most part. And this is the last little bit of energy that is entangled around your roots that is being, released as I speak and as your consciousness is expanding and your reality is shifting. So the shift takes place in your consciousness first. And so, it's the renewing of the mind. And when you renew your mind, which is creating your reality, then of course the things that you create become renewed as well. And so a lot of you are going to be, and whether you can see it yet or not, in the act of joyfully recreating yourselves and reinventing the work that you doing, letting that evolve. Everything in your life is going to the next level. Your work, your businesses, your relationships, and everything in your personal life is getting an upgrade. And this is a result of being dedicated, enduring to the end, and doing the work that was necessary to earn these gifts. And a lot of the things that you are getting ready to receive are pure grace, not things that you have even worked for. You have worked hard for God, but the grace that you are going to get is going to more than it's going to exceed your expectations, as God always does. And so continue on the journey in faith, because the illusion again is what is being used against you. And so you just have to rebuke that. You have to be able to see through it. You have been given gifts to be able to see through it, to know what the truth is. And again, the reason why it has gotten so hard is because you are already basically at the door. You've already made it. And so there's nothing that can be done other than throwing every illusion possible at you. But you can choose to not allow any of that to cause you to worry, because regardless of what it looks like, things that appear in your world that you should be worried about and all that, the things that you worry about hardly ever come to pass. And so what is the point of is using your mind to think about things that you do not wish to create, because anything you think about is beginning to take form, because such is the power of your mind. And so again, stop worrying and replace your worries with faith. And when you are overwhelmed, so surrender and understand that there is a larger non-physical part of you that can handle anything. And so this is when you surrender and understand that, you are just a piece of God. So when, my world is overwhelming to me, I have to surrender my troubles to God. God loves when you surrender your troubles, because it's an act of faith. Okay. And that faith is what is going to get you through this threshold. Okay. And so in our weakness, God's strength is made perfect, because we are in a posture of surrender. That's when God is able to come in and take the wheel and steer you right on home to where you didn't even know you was that close. You thought it was so far away, and when God took the wheel, you found out that it was right around the block. Okay? So stay focused, my people, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.